I want you to think with me for a minute. When was the last time you kicked a ball, pulled out a coloring book, maybe just had a random dance party in the kitchen? That kind of playfulness is something that we want and we build into our kids' lives every day. We want them to get creative, get outside, get off the screens, and have fun. So why isn't fun more of a priority for adults? Well, my first guest believes it should be. Digital artist and creative mastermind Rhonna Farrer has been looking into the benefits of creative play for grown-ups, and this is a big welcome back. We're so excited to have you here, sister. Creative play, you believe we need more of it?
Absolutely. Everybody, isn't it funny that adults forget how to play? We just forget how to play, and it's actually healthy for us.
Well, and may I repeat my words? I think about my children's play opportunities constantly. I'm resetting a toy room, or I'm ordering in a coloring book. Like, I'm programming that into their day because I know the benefits. Are the benefits similar for adults? What have you learned?
Absolutely. And what's really interesting is as you get into adulthood, we've got all of these stresses that come around daily, right?
Yeah.
And it's been proven health-wise that it actually lowers our stress. It actually elevates our mood, which you look at our kids and that's how they are, right?
Sure.
So don't we want that in our adult life as well?
Yes, we do.
So yes, we get to make time to play.
This one surprised me. It promotes productivity.
Yes. Isn't that interesting? A little bit counterintuitive, right? You think, oh, if I play too much, then sometimes we say work hard, play hard, right? I like to flip it the other way. Play hard, then I can work hard.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that fun?
And it isn't frivolous. There are some medically proven health benefits that bubble up too.
Exactly. So cortisol levels, we hear a lot of talk about that. Cortisol actually goes down. Your levels go down and your endorphins go up. So who doesn't want that, right? A good belly laugh, a good dance party, things like that that are fun. Do that with your kids, do it with your spouse, do it with your friends. You're constantly elevating your mood.
We need it. Just when you say belly laugh, that's a good pause point. When was the last time you had a good gut laugh, right? With girlfriends or with grandkids or whatever.
Totally.
Not frivolous. We're going to embrace it. But for the woman out there who says, I don't even know where to start. Like, it's been that long since I've let my mind even think this direction. What's your prompt for her?
First of all, give yourself permission to play.
Okay.
This is part of self-care, and it really is part of loving your life. So my first thing is think about when you were a child. Did you love to sing? Go play karaoke. Just go and have fun with karaoke.
What did you love to do?
I loved to color. That is something that I love to do. I was always doodling. I was always looking at colors. And so I grew up and I created a coloring book.
Look at you doing that. So whatever it is for you, if it's throwing a cartwheel, if it's karaoke, if it's blowing bubbles, if it's kicking a soccer ball, think about what you used to love and bring that into your life. And for you, it's coloring. We're going to get into that in just a minute. Also, you say we've got to find joy in what we're doing. Somehow make this a joyful, kind of fancy-free experience.
Right. Which is really interesting because sometimes if we look at it as a checklist, the joy kind of diminishes a little bit, doesn't it?
Sure.
But when you actually lose track of time because you're having so much fun, when was the last time that you did that?
Lost track of time.
Lost track of time.
Rhonna, never. I can't even think of the last time that I didn't have this, at least internal clock, if not my phone timing me or keeping me on track.
Exactly.
Let it go.
Exactly. And what's funny is CNN has just come out, health news, where it said if you do something fun like this, it will actually your life will be longer by 10 years. If you color once a month, that's all it is, once a month, if you play once a month. So Brooke, wouldn't that be fun to just think, okay, I'm going to live 10 years longer because I'm playing.
Because I'm enjoying now. I'm going to enjoy then if I enjoy now. You do say it's okay to dabble and experiment and figure out kind of what gets you going again.
That's part of the fun, right? So some things might not be play. For instance, if I look at cooking as a job, I'm not going to think that that's very fun. But if it is something that I love to do and I lose track of time and I'm experimenting with recipes and things like that, then that's play.
I don't want to get too practical as we talk about something like play, but is there something to setting yourself up or a system or routine or supplies or something that allows you to get to that headspace of freedom?
Set yourself up for success. Okay. Which means when you look at play, you're not going to fail. Because sometimes we get so worried that it's not going to be perfect.
Sure.
Look at how kids play. they don't care about that kind of stuff.
They move on.
let go,
Yeah.
and they just have fun.
All right, coloring for
Okay,
you.
yes.
When did you first know this was your play or this was your thing?
When I was little. I had to go back when I was a child, and I remember just coloring and looking at the colors. And I was a little bit concerned about, you know, the colors that I used and stuff, and sometimes I didn't like the way that it looked. And so even in the coloring book that I created, I set you up for success.
How?
And I give you some tips.
Okay.
When you choose 3 to 4 colors, that releases the stress on your mind, but which colors am I going to use?
So I predetermine a palette.
Exactly. And then you just go and you have fun. And then right there, you're going to have a beautiful coloring project that you've done, and you had fun.
Did it surprise you when adult coloring books became a thing?
Yes.
It surprised you?
Yes. And I was like, am I allowed to do that?
Can I do this?
Yes.
So tell us about the book you created. This is beautiful.
So thank you so much. This is actually, the name of it is The Power of Mindful Play.
Okay.
So as adults, because like what you were saying, to give yourself permission to play, that's a big deal. And we have to be mindful and actually be intentional in playing, which is so funny because kids don't have to do that.
No, they don't have to think about it so hard.
So each of these pages has, one side is a coloring page and the other side gives you tips on how to be mindful when you're playing.
I was going to say, you grew up our coloring book because there is affirmations, there's kind of some creatively charged phrasing that as you're coloring you can ruminate on, you can think about, you can pray over. Where do you get in the flow? Where are you coloring? Where are you losing yourself in this playful art form?
We have it on our kitchen table.
Just laying
and we
out.
just have things out. Sometimes I'll put it away when I want to clean up, but then usually I'll have things in like a cup or like a little jar or something like that where I can just pull it out and I can have fun with my kids or whoever's over. And it's funny because really adults, when I have it out, they want to color as well.
They gravitate to it.
Do.
It's like the fruit and veggie tray. They say, put it out, they will eat it.
Exactly.
Lay it out, they will color it. We have about a minute left. Can you show me 1 or 2 techniques?
Okay, so one of my favorite techniques is with coloring pencils. Look at this, this is just one pencil right there.
Okay, this one?
Yep.
But the way you shaded it?
Was you just layer, layer, layer. And so in the book, I actually teach some of these art tips as well.
Yeah.
And so this is so much fun because think about it. You can watch a movie, or you can be talking with your friends.
I don't know, you could watch Studio 5.
You totally could, exactly.
Rhonna, you missed that one.
Brooke, yes. But you can just let loose and have fun and have this mindful activity, and then your cortisol levels are lowered and your endorphins are heightened, and you feel better.
And if you want, practice the art of shading or the color ways that you just curate so beautifully. Thank you for the permission and the challenge.
Permission to play, yes.
Where do we get your beautiful book?
On Amazon. Just go look for this, and it's on Amazon, and you can follow me on social media, and I'll share all these tips.
You're a gem. I think of all the ways you have been creatively charging and pushing us forward as women for so many years. We adore you for that.
I love it. Thank you.
Thank you, Rhonna. We'll link you over to this book from our website so you too can tap in to those benefits we talked about and lose yourself in grown-up creative play. I love it.